What aspects of this job interest you the most? I'm very excited about this job because of the variety of different work. I'm well-rounded, and it's always exciting when I can use many of my skills for a job. If you're given work from your manager that is boring and tedious, what will you do? My responsibility as an employee is to help the company succeed. If the work I'm given will help the company, then I'll do the best that I can, no matter if it's boring or tedious. How long do you plan on staying with this company? This company has everything I'm looking for. It provides the type of work I love, the employees are all happy, and the environment is great. I plan on staying a long time. How do you explain the fact that you frequently change jobs? I see that you haven't stayed with a company for more than 2 years. I want to work for a large company that has many opportunities. I didn't receive this in my other companies because they were smaller, but I learned this company has a lot of great work to do and a lot of different opportunities. If you're given work from your manager that is boring and tedious, what will you do? I don't mind doing boring and tedious work. As long as I don't have to do it for a long duration, such as 6 months, then I really wouldn't have a problem. How long do you plan on staying with this company? One of my goals is to obtain a position in this company. I know that once I start working here, it'll be for a long time. How do you explain the fact that you frequently change jobs? I see that you haven't stayed with a company for more than 2 years. To tell you the truth, early in my career, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I've been in a couple different industries, and it wasn't until my last position that I found exactly what I wanted to be doing. I stayed with my previous company for more than a year, but there weren't enough opportunities. I finally found what I love to do, and now I want to find a company where I can be part of the company instead of a worker that has no interest in the overall company. I'm being careful to choose my next job because I want to establish my career in my next job, and after researching, I found that ABC Company can provide everything I'm looking for, so I'll definitely be here for the long term. What are you looking to gain from your next job? I want a position where I'll be challenged. I want to learn a lot of new things, and I want to continually grow, so I'm looking for a job that will provide these things for me. What aspects of this job interest you the most? The most interesting aspect of this job is the product you're working on. I think it's so exciting working on a product that 12 million people use. I want to be on a team where my work will make many people enjoy our product more. Tell me about a time you had a big disagreement with your boss. What did you do, and what was the outcome? I never really had a big disagreement with my manager. The only thing I can think of was when I recently got back from a business trip. My manager told me I had to go on another one the very next day. In my previous company, it wasn't common to send someone on a business trip immediately, but another employee got sick, so I had to fill in. What are you looking to gain from your next job? I want to gain experience in many areas of accounting. I want a position where things are not routine and where many of my accounting skills are utilized. What aspects of this job interest you the most? I like the fact that this position requires someone who is detail-oriented. Because we are working with sensitive data, it's important that all the information is perfect. This type of challenge always interested me. If you're given work from your manager that is boring and tedious, what will you do? I trust that management knows what is best for the project. Whatever work I am given, I'm going to do my best, knowing that it's helping the entire company. I am more oriented towards success of the company, and will do whatever it takes to help out, so I wouldn't mind doing boring and tedious work for a while. How long do you plan on staying with this company? As far as I can tell, this company has everything I'm looking for. I enjoy this type of work, and the benefits of this company are great. I'm looking for a long-term position, and if there are opportunities for advancement and growth here, then I want to stay for a long time. Tell me about a time you had a big disagreement with your boss. What did you do, and what was the outcome? I had a disagreement with my boss on how to do an assignment. It was easy to resolve by having a discussion on the pros and cons of both methods. We didn't come to any conclusion which way was better, and I ended up performing the work the way my manager wanted. This was because, in case I couldn't finish the assignment, he could easily pick up where I left off. What are you looking to gain from your next job? In my next job, I want more opportunities to write automation. In my previous position, we didn't have these opportunities because we outsourced this work to other groups. What aspects of this job interest you the most? Ever since I was studying mechanical engineering in college, I had a strong interest in automobile engines. This position is to help the engine design team to create better fuel-efficient cars. When I read that, it really jumped out to me. I knew I really wanted this position because it combined my interest and my experience into one. So being on a team where I can work on something I love is what appeals to me most. How long do you plan on staying with this company? To tell you the truth, I have been working and gaining experience to get into this company. This is where I want to be, and I plan on staying a long time if I'm offered the job. How do you explain the fact that you frequently change jobs? I see that you haven't stayed with a company for more than 2 years. I've been gaining experience and knowledge to have the minimum requirements to work for this company. My goal is to work for this company, and I'll be working here a long time because this is where I want to be. Tell me about a time you had a big disagreement with your boss. What did you do, and what was the outcome? I don't think I've had a large disagreement with my boss before, but I do remember a small disagreement. I received an email from my boss telling me that he wants me to stop the work I was doing on my project and give it to a coworker. He wanted me to start on a new project immediately. I spent 2.5 weeks on this project, and I only had 3 days left. I really wanted to finish this, and it didn't make sense for me to hand this project off to someone else. So I put some thought into it, went over to my boss's office, and asked him why this project couldn't wait 3 days. He made his argument, and I still didn't agree. We discussed this for a while, and we compromised by having someone help me finish the project I was working on so I could have some time to kickstart the next project. That's the only experience I had with a disagreement, but I learned that it only takes simple dialogue and a little compromise to overcome a disagreement. What are you looking to gain from your next job? For the last several years, I've done a wide variety of things. I've set my goals and continually moved forward. I've worked in a time-constrained environment, juggled many tasks at one time, and even managed several people. However, one of my goals is to improve my creative side of design. Working for a large company demands a lot of work from each designer, so although creating graphics came naturally for me, I never had the luxury of creating work without being pulled in 4 different directions, so I wanted to find a position where I could use more of my creativity. If you're given work from your manager that is boring and tedious, what will you do? If it's helping the company in any way, I don't mind doing boring work. How long do you plan on staying with this company? The only time I get bored is if there is no work to do. As long as there's a lot of work, then I'll be happy and stay for a long time. I'm a busybody and I need to do work. How do you explain the fact that you frequently change jobs? I see that you haven't stayed with a company for more than 2 years. I planned on staying with my current job for a longer time period, but when this position opened up, I really wanted to apply because this company has everything I need. So even though I change jobs frequently, I'm certain that I love this industry and that this is a great company to work for. I plan on staying a long time.